which combination you need it for. I'll give you a quick example that I'm just thinking of. You have Vata and you have Kapha, right? This is just like for the sake of understanding. Vata is dry and Kapha is wet, right? Because Kapha has water element. We said that Kapha was water and what? Earth, right? And Vata is space and air. So Vata is dry, Kapha is wet, but Vata is cool. And Kapha is cool also. So let's say someone comes, just to understand this, with a Vata disorder, you're going to give it an herb that is hot in nature. But you cannot give it an herb that is hot in nature and is and is dry. Because it will aggravate it. You have to give it an herb that is hot but that is wet. So now you see how this can really take its place. So maybe this one, the herb can nourishes the dhatus because Vata is dry. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
In that case, will that guru herb increase Vata?
Yes. No, that guru herb, if Vata is dry and is cool, and guru is heavy, it's gonna balance Vata.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay? So it's gonna bring it down. It's not gonna get it out of balance. It's gonna calm Vata. Okay? So that's what the importance of these gunas. That's what when you really understand these gunas, this is the foundation for Ayurveda.
So you would need a guru and drava herb.
Right.
In that case.
Right. In this particular case. But imagine, that's why the second year, that's why when you actually study the disorders, you're able to see these things, because this is really ahead of the game. But for you to have open mind from now, what you're going to be seeing. So, okay. So, an example, like we said, like meat, cheese, sugars are heavy also, like sugar, right? Lago, it reduces kapha and it's going to increase vata and pitta. Reduces tissue weight reduces malas and clear the channels in the body, o sea, shortens. Remember, I'm just using the word channels here for you to. It improves digestion because it's easy digestible. Improve digestion. In the mind, it improves activeness and providing inspiration. Promotes activity in the mind. It makes the body alert and attentive. And in excess can create fear and anxiety. In excess. everything in excess is not good.
Now that I'm seeing that, that explains a lot with the consultation. It's like,
It's sinking in.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, there is so much I can explain when you come for consultation. You know, if you're not studying Ayurveda, there's so much that is up in the air, you know, like the person doesn't really, because you have to know the science, what it's based on. But now that you're looking at it through a different lens, you see? Now you're seeing why. Why did I recommend this and that way? That's why it's so important. Like if you haven't had a consultation, to get a consultation. You know, whether it's with me or with the doctor or with whoever. I mean, but it's important because you start seeing, okay, why did this, you know, why am I doing this way? So any questions about Guru and Lagu? So don't look at the board. What is Lagu?
Light,
And heavy?
heavy as blue.
Think of the Guru. I mean, the word is just perfect. How is the Guru? It's heavy. I mean, it can be very heavy. You know, the teacher, how is the teacher? You can have charisma, you can be, but, you know, it's going to be...
The nourishment, the knowledge that comes from the Guru is very heavy.
Exactly. So it just, you never forget. Lagu, light. If you speak Spanish, you can find a word that you can associate, like laguna, or like, you know, light, or something, whatever you can think of, you know? Lagu is light, or the L, or whatever, the same letter that starts with. So you start finding mechanisms to learn them, okay? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you at the end of class all of them on this answer, but I'm starting already. Slowly. Okay, so can we move to Manda? Do. Abdomen is Kapha, and it's going to reduce Vata and Pitta, of course, right? It strengthens the tissues. And does not help in the expulsion of excreta, in the expulsion of waste. It does not help, it's dull, it doesn't facilitate the movement, right? If you want to make a note.
Does not facilitate the movement.
Right. It's responsible for developing depression of the body and the mind, of course. Creates sluggishness and slow action. But also quiet and silence. So actually the intake, the accumulation of jala, of water element, can cause dullness. You know, like an accumulation of so much water, it can cause that sensation of being like really slow, you know. That's why like sometimes kapha people, they don't need so much water.
That's funny.
Because it has the water element within.
That's funny you said, because the other day, at my job, well, I've been working there for a while, and they always notice that when I eat, like I hardly drink anything. And I was thinking about that because my constitution is, I think, kapha pitta,
Yeah.
in that order, and I was like, now that I think about it, I don't ever drink anything. No water, juice, nothing. I don't
Well,
get
of
thirsty.
course, I
like
mean,
that.
we need water because the electrolyte, I mean, you move like waves with water, but especially kapha individuals, they don't have the need, like they don't really feel like they need so much water because it's already an element that is in abundance in them, you know what I mean? And it has a lot of dullness by nature. Not that it's a negative thing, it's like a quality, a guna of water. You understand?
Mhm.
A guna of water, not because you're dull. It's because water has that dullness within. It's not, that's why I want you to really see this not as something negative or positive. Like this tikshna, or this guru, those are just perfect. You know, they just belong to something. They make you feel something. And they're within you expressing somehow. You see? Okay, can we move to Tikshna? Sharp. Sharp is fast acting. It's going to increase pitta and vata and reduces kapha. Fast acting. Let me see what's in that book for a moment. Fast acting. It can expel the doshas completely. Expel doshas. So when we're doing, let's say, a laxative or a panchakarma, we wanna use charred herbs. Why? Because it's gonna provoke the elimination of toxicity, or the elimination of the excreta right away. Is that clear? The charred herb would expel the doshas. When we say expel the doshas, it's specifically referring as panchakarma. What you do in panchakarma, once you do the preparatory phase, you want to expel the doshas down. So when you go to the bathroom, you're going to have a paste, you're going to have dryness coming out, that's vata. You're going to have a pitta, like the diarrhea, like burning in your anus, like from the, and then you're going to have this like a pasty kind of, that's kapha. So that's the order of the doshas coming out. It's like expelling the doshas. Or vamana, you know, like an herb that is going to be emulsion, like it's going to make you, but it's really referring to vireshana, expel them down, chart, that is going to make you go to the bathroom. So, is that clear now? Okay. So, it expelled the doshas completely. Actually, it can improve also learning and concentration. It helps evacuation. Well, that's expelling the doshas. It's already within that. It helps evacuation of the bowels. I think we should do some breathing exercises because you guys look at it.
I
We look a
concur.
We look a little manda.
Yes. We are doing just the fourth one. We have a few more to go. So let's do some breathing exercise. Let's do some Kapalabhati. So before we do Kapalabhati, that is too comfortable for me. Let's do abdominal breath. You're gonna inhale, take a deep breath, expand your belly, and exhale completely. Inhale, make the belly expand like a big balloon. Exhale. Now you inhale, expand the belly. Continuously expand the shoulders, the chest, and lift the shoulders up gently. And when you exhale, shoulders down, chest down, abdomen in, just like a wave. You inhale, belly expands, chest expands, shoulders up. And exhale, shoulders down, chest down, abdomen in. You're going to inhale for 4, on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Try to exhale for 8 if you can. On 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Inhale. On 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale. On 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Inhale. On 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale. Now I want you to concentrate on the spaces in between the breath. Empty long retention right there. Hold the breath for a moment. Inhale again for 4. On 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Hold it. Exhale for 8. On 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. We hold it. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to inhale so and exhale hum. So hum. Mentally. Now I want you to concentrate on that space in between so hum. That bridge that connects you to God through the breath. That space of oneness and total silence. Continue on your own for a couple more times. Inhale for 4, so. Exhale for 8, hum. Bring the breath to normal. We're going to move to Kapalabhati. Those that have not done Kapalabhati, you can open the eyes and I'll show you a couple of times. The rest, keep your eyes closed. So that's what it looks like. The active part of the breathing is on the exhalation. So the inhalation happens naturally and normal. You don't need to anything. You exhale, you blow through your nose, like if you're going to blow your nose, and you bring the abdomen sharply in close to your spine. So we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to hold the breath in between. First, you're going to inhale deeply and exhale completely. Inhale, you're ready. Exhale, exhale. Ta, 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 ta. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale comfortably and hold the breath. There's no tension, your eyes are relaxed. There's only the awareness that settles in the point between the eyebrows. Don't force the retention. Whenever you're ready, you let go. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale, fully back. Inhale, get ready for the second round. Let go. Inhale comfortably and hold the breath. Keep the awareness in the third eye. Eyes relax. Only the attention is settling at that point, bringing the awareness inwards. Be aware of those slight movements of prana within. Let go. Inhale, full yogic breath, belly, chest and shoulders. Exhale completely. Inhale for the last round. Exhale, exhale. Inhale comfortably, and you know what to do. Hold the breath. Release. Rub your tongue. Cover the eyes and part of the face and take in the vibration. You're going to open your eyes and you're going to tap your head. Tap your face. Throat. Tap your thymus. This is good for immunity. Now you're going to take and do the outer side of the arms, outer to inside, out and in, out and in. Do the opposite side. Now you're going to do the same thing with the legs, out and going in. One at a time and both, whatever you prefer. You're going to cross your legs and you're going to tap the soles of your feet. And the opposite foot. Pero tap like you mean it, okay? Right. Very good. Then I'll show you something else after that. So we're good to continue? Yes? Okay. So let's do Shita, cold. Oh, in excess, Tikshna can provoke ulcers. If you want to write this little note down. Ulcers. And of course, like red pepper, cayenne pepper, spicy foods, that's an example of Tikshna Guna. Now cold, Shita. It diminishes Pitta and it's going to increase Vata and Kapha. Creates cold and numbness. Numbness. Unconsciousness, contraction, stagnation, fear and insensitivity in the body. So after knowing this, who would want cold water again? So you see, like your life slowly starts changing because now you have a different understanding. So it will increase fear and insensitivity in the body.
Insensitivity?
Yes. And cold promotes accumulation of mucus. Reduces immunity. And slows digestion. So if you need another reason, then you let me know.
You said it slows digestion?
Yes. You can read the board fine, right? Ushna, hot. It reduces vata and kapha and increases pitta. It stimulates gastric fire. Improves circulation. Assimilation. Absorption. And digestion. Actually, it should be the other way around. Like absorption, digestion. Absorption, assimilation, digestion, and circulation. It promotes cleansing. And it liquefies kapha. That's like when you feel like you're getting down with something, like you take a tablespoon of honey and you crush black pepper. Because that heat of black pepper will liquefy the mucus that is forming. And that's why also for food, even though black pepper, we don't use it in the yogic lifestyle because it's very stimulating, but sometimes when you have digestion issues, if you use black pepper in the food, it will be very good to kind of like make it, reboost your digestion. Is that clear? Snigdha. Oil. It reduces vata and increases kapha and pitta. Provides tonicity to tissues. It tones tissues. Provides smoothness, moisture, and an oily nature to the body. Moisture and oil to the body. Provides lubrication and vigor. Also known as a sneha, love. We already talked about it. Pitta. Dry. It reduces Kapha and Pitta. And increases Vata. It reduces the tissues, the dhatus. And the quantity of excreta.
And the quantity of
Excreta. Or excreta. Excreta. Waste products.
It reduces
Is that the
that?
same as mala?
Yes.
It's reducing that?
Huh?
It's reducing that?
Yes.
That it decreases dhatus, right?
Yes. It generates hardness and roughness over the body.
What does it reduces?
The main purpose of this Guna is to absorb. I'm sorry? It increases hardness and roughness. What happened, Lina? It's okay?
Thank you.
Dhatus is tissue.
Yes.
And you said it increases balance as well?
No, it decreases excreta. Reduces.
reduces the dhatus and the quantity.
Reduces malas.
Reduces the quantity of malas, yes. It will destroy strength and complexion eventually. Dry, right?
And what does it absorb?
The function is to absorb. Like when you have something dry, like if you put a sponge that is dry and something wet will collect the wetness, right? So this is for when you study your biology, but just keywords. You're gonna go back to this throughout the rest of throughout the 2 years. Shlakshna. Isn't that pretty? Shlakshna.
Smooth.
Smooth. It increases pitta and kapha and reduces vata. Causes expulsion of the malas. That's why when you're doing panchakarma, you have to have a lot of ghee orderly. Because when you have the ghee, when you take the ghee orderly, you make all the channels smooth so the toxicity can be expelled easier. So expel the malas. You guys wrote that, right? Lubricates and makes the body flexible. Then you have kaya, rough. Increases vata and reduces pitta and kapha. Reduces the dhatus and the quantity of malas. Remember, datus are tissues and malas is waste product. Increases dryness and constipation. So I made a note here, this is all raw vegetables. Also garbanzo beans and atsuki black and pinto beans. Even after cooked, they can produce gas and are rough and astringent. So you have an example there.
Pinto beans.
Sandra, dense or solid? It aggravates kapha and reduces vata and pitta. It solidifies the malas. Increases compactness of the body. Compactness. And it can make the person more grounded. So for certain mental disorders, the use of dense herbs is good, you see.
Like licorice? Would that be considered?
Licorice is more like emulsant, like to move like stuff, like when you get sick and stuff, like licorice. But it's also very grounding because it's a root. So it has like that grounding effect. Like for example, like when I teach the Marma therapy course, like I always have licorice powder. Because if someone gets the experience like very light or they feel like there's some people that can actually really lift their body. I mean, it's like a lot of energy movement. Like licorice is something that you give the student with honey and you let them put it in your mouth. I think you have the experience to put it with your own finger, like because your own fingers are the elements, so it will ground you. That's like they eat, like eating with the fingers in this science is like really goes because you have space, air, fire, water, and earth. So it's a representation. So when you eat your food with your hand, like you're actually eating with the elements, you feel different than when you eat it with the fork.
That's why they eat like that in India.
Right. Nowadays they're so westernized that everybody wants a spoon. But when you go to the traditional places, they serve the food in a leaf, in a banana, the palm leaf, like and then you eat like with your elements. So like I was saying, so licorice is it's used in those cases. So when the person feels you mix it and you let them have it with your own finger, like with the person's own.
You were saying that for mental illness? It makes me more
like more grounded. So root will have solidity in them. So yes. So that's the beauty, like once you start studying the herbs, like cayenne pepper, you have to use all the gunas. What does it do? Will it contract the body or expand the vessels? You see what I mean? Like when you study, like, I don't know, like ginger, the dry ginger is different than fresh ginger. The dry ginger would be a lot more hotter than the fresh ginger. So in those cases, the one you use for digestion, even though if it's a bitter person can use ginger, but fresh ginger, you're never asked a bitter person to use dry ginger. See, so you start learning this differences when you go into the herbs.
I have a question, because like there's something that's become popular now that people drink kava, the roots. Have you heard of this?
I like kava actually.
No, I've never heard. From what country is this?
It's somewhere in
From
Polynesia.
Polynesia.
Polynesia?
So it's like become trendy where people have like these bars and you drink this kava.
It's been forever.
Yeah?
Yeah,
long
as a matter of fact, the Yogi.
But it's a root?
It's a root, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
kava.
number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but is it exciting?
No,
It's like
no, it's
a,
a mellow you out.
right. But it makes sense because if it's a root, the root is always gonna wrap around you. That's why the root vegetables. That when people have this major about vitiations and like you want them to have root vegetables, vegetables that are ground from the from the earth, So it's always gonna ground you. Like there are poses in yoga that they're gonna ground you because they're very steady. So therefore you're gonna feel grounded. But guys, I know now you're energized. It's 1 o'clock. So,
That's what I'm working on.
I
That's what I'm
know because of
working
your job. I mean, is it 1? I think it's
Yes.
1. 1 or 3.